USC, Fresno State. USC 12-point home favorites, 71.5 the total in this game. I think USC's looked very impressive. You can't take anything away from them. They beat the hell out of Rice 66-14. Stanford, they won 41-28, and that game was only closer late because, Stanford got some late garbage points when the game was out of reach. But USC's offense with Caleb Williams has looked great. Lincoln Riley's offense looks like it's in mid-season form. They're playing great on that side of the football. And what I like about USC so far with their offense is, they've been pretty balanced. They've thrown the ball a lot, 335 passing yards, but they've also had 186 rushing yards on the ground as well. They've been able to do it through the air and on the ground as well. Offense looks excellent. There's no question about that. The defense was great against Rice, but that's not saying much. Rice has a limited offense. They did struggle a little bit on defense against Stanford. Stanford was able to move the ball a little bit with Tanner McKee, and I don't even think Stanford has the offense that USC is going to see here against Fresno. I mean, Jake Hayner's a good quarterback. I've seen enough now of Jake Hayner. Last year with Kalen DeBoer, and that offense was humming. This year, now even with Jeff Tedford there, he's a good coach. He's been in the Fresno program before, taking over as head coach. I mean, I don't think you're going to worry about the Fresno offense too much. Last week, heartbreaking for them. The offense, good game, 32 points. Another good performance from Hayner, 360 through the air. Jordan Mims is a great running back, 122 rushing yards, but the defense couldn't stop Oregon State when it counted, including late. A stunning, just right down the field, Oregon State goes to pull out that win on the last play of the game, 45-42. Incredible job by the Beavers. But Beavers are much improved, so you don't want to penalize Fresno too much other than their defense was bad. The bettors know what they're doing here with the total. I mean, this opened 68.5. They've pushed it all the way up to 71.5. It's got to be an over or nothing for me. I think both of these offenses are going to have success. They're both very good on that side of the ball. Two good quarterbacks, Caleb Williams for SC, Jake Hayner for Fresno. They're going to be able to throw the football all around. And neither secondary is what I consider a great secondary either. So I think it goes over the total, even with the high number, 71.5. You're going to get pace as well. USC plays above average tempo. Fresno does as well. As far as the side goes, though, I'm kind of interested in the underdog here. Fresno has a habit of really stepping up for these Pac-12 games in non-conference play. Look at last year at Oregon, 17.5-point dogs with Jake Hayner. They lose by 7, 31-24. At UCLA, 11-point dogs. They win outright, 40-37 in that game against the Bruins last year. They 2-0 ATS against the Pac-12, both as underdogs last year. I'm putting USC on upset alert. I'm not saying they're going to lose the game, but I think they're going to get a real battle here from Fresno State. I'm looking at the Bulldogs here plus the points if I'm betting the side. What do you think here, Conor? Fresno, USC.
Yeah, this is a good one, as they say, late. SC's just been phenomenal, their offense. I think Riley's in now, Williams, USC's back. They're just going to, but I've seen this time and time again. It's great that they're at home. This is a great home game for them. But you mentioned it, 2-0 last year, 2-0 the year before, and that's on the road, both of those years. Fresno State, 4-0 ATS against the Pac-12. I think Hayner's pretty good. Obviously, we saw that defense, which made some stops middle of the game against Oregon State, but couldn't do it late, and they lost it.
I don't know what happened to that defense in the fourth quarter.
Just
stop.
You're
getting any stops. Yeah,
just couldn't get anything done. SC's been able to come out really quick in these first couple games, but I think Fresno, the defense needs to shore up a little bit. But I think this is too many. I'd love to have 2 touchdowns, but I think even at 12 they can hang around. Hayner's the real deal. We've seen that in the past, and they're not scared to go into these places and play tough. So I'm with you. I'm looking to the points here, and I think you're right. It could only look over. I mean, what was the total SC? I mean, it was 50-28 or whatever. The
USC the first game. 2 games, 66-14 against Rice, 80 points, and then 41-28, 69 against Stanford. 69. So that would be below this.
They
number.
Backed off.
Fresno's a more potent offense than Stanford, I think.
They only kicked a couple field goals. I don't think they scored in the fourth, too. So that was all first half. So that could have been even more, I think. But yeah, I'm looking Fresno here.
And they took the air out of the ball a little bit when they had the big lead, USC. They just did slow it down a little bit with the big lead. That definitely played a part in why that game just barely creeped over the total. This one, I think, is going to be fairly competitive and fairly close for most of the game. So both teams are going to have to try to keep scoring, keep the pedal to the metal. So that's probably good news for the over. And if I'm Fresno, we went into UCLA and we beat them last year. We nearly did the same against Oregon. We're coming for USC. We're coming for you guys now at the Coliseum. That's what I'm thinking if I'm Fresno. I know they're licking their chops at playing this game against USC because they know there's belief inside Conor after almost beating Oregon in Eugene last year and then beating UCLA both on the road. They know they've got confidence to hang with this team. So they're going to have that belief taking the field.
And he's right, Indy. You're right. 8-0, the turnover battle. I don't know if that continues, to happen. So yeah, I like it.